What is up, Know It All Nation? As always, you are in tune to the Know It All podcast, man. And we thank you guys for watching and kicking with us, man. I got some things I need to say. I got some things that I definitely got to get off my chest, man. Coach Prime leaving Jackson State after 3 years, man. First and foremost, let's talk about this. Let's dive into this. Coach Prime at Jackson State for 3 years has a 26-5 record. 26-5 record. 2 years in a row, he has went undefeated. 2 years in a row, he's went undefeated. 12-0 that last year, and he's 13-0 this year, man. Let's talk about the man. The man has donated half of his salary so he took a salary from Jackson State, but he donated half of his salary to the college, to the university, to upgrade the facilities around the campus so that the campus life would be better for the students. He put half on it. You know what I'm saying? He instead of 5 on it, he put half on it. He put his money where his mouth is. Remember that. He put his money where his mouth is. He used his personal resources, went in his own pocket to recreate the training facility, the football facilities for his players so that they would have the best of the best, and he would be able to bring other kids in when they came to look and tour the facility, that it would be something like a facility that you would see at a Power 5 conference school, right? He put his own money on it. Again, he didn't go half. He put his own money in. He went all in. He bet on himself. He used personal resources to upgrade that facility. He turned that program to the best facility or the best program in the FCS. The best, hands down, the best program. In doing that, he opened up the recruiting process for kids to look at historically black colleges and universities and say, you know what, I could play there and still make it to the league. I could play there and people will still come and look at me. I could go to this school, and traditionally that my parents went to or my uncle went to and get some shine still in that university. He also brought game day there. College game day has been there how many times before? Let me help you. Never. So for the first time ever, college game day came to a HBCU campus. That was direct. Prime did that. That was directly correlated to what Prime has done at his time in an HBC university. Did he steal millions of dollars from the college? No, that was this guy. Yeah, he did that. Prime put his own money. Remember, I told you, he put his own money behind what he believed and stood on his own convictions, and he sacrificed half of his own salary to make sure that this college and this venture that he went was successful. That sounds like somebody who the college benefited and he benefited, right? So you had a balanced scale here. The college benefited, and not only just the college, but HBCUs as a whole benefited, and he benefited. Nah, I'm telling you, man, the reaction that we got from Coach Prime leaving the HBCUs was disrespectful. Look at this. I mean, this is horrible.
Considering that when he first got there, he got robbed.
Came in and stole every darn thing I had in my locker room, in the coach's office. Yeah, credit cards, wallet, watches. Thank God I had on my necklaces. How? So how do you think it feels? After just teary-eyed because the guys presented me with the game ball, one of the best moments I've ever had in my professional sports career emotionally. And then you go into your locker room, your coach's office to digress, and you notice and you don't even have a phone because it's been stolen. We're gonna find out who did it.
And then to have to endure the fact that you're saying that he's going to chase the bag.
I can't believe it. Why would we do somebody like this? Why are we even saying something like this? You know, definitely when this man has benefited you and now he's taking the opportunity, like he said, you know, if Coach would have came in there and he would have been subpar and he'd have lost games, y'all probably would have fired him. But he didn't. He came in there and he was successful. I get the emotion of it all. I get that we're emotional and we don't want to see him go. We want to see him do more. I get that. But guess what? He opened up a door for the HBCUs, and now over here in Power 5 land, he's opening up another door.
Rick, thank you once again. Because there are several African-American head coaches around the country that were terminated, and they were not replaced by African-American coach. But you had the audacity to do such a thing. Not only to do such a thing on this time, but several times you've done such a thing. So I thank you for your nerve.
Came to Colorado and he kept Darian Hagan. Darian Hagan is a coach on his staff now. He kept him, right? He made a message to the kids and he told them, hey, y'all were 1-11 last year. That ain't gonna fly.
This is already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. Okay. It ain't gonna be no more of the mess that these wonderful fans, the student body, and some of your parents have put up with for probably 2 decades now. I'm coming. And when I get here, it's gonna be changed. So I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in that portal and do whatever you're gonna get. Because the more you jump in, the more room you make. Because we bring kids that are smart, say that, smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. One more time. Smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. That's the ones we're going to get. Is that you?
I'm not bringing that attitude here. He said, man, if you're not going to be Tarzan in the fall and then come up in the spring and then come up in the fall and be Jane, I'm not going to war with no Johnny come latelys. I'm going to put it on the line for you because he showed you what he did at Jackson State. He put it on the line for them. I expect you to put it on the line for me. When you put the ingredients of a winner inside of you and you instill those inside of the kids, you let them know that you care about them as individuals. This is a man who's being a father to not only his kids, but to the kids that are coming into the program.
An inclination that this might be happening. But I just felt that he should be the one to break the news about what was going to happen in his future. I'm more excited for him than I am for Jackson State. And I think that Jackson State should be be excited, be happy for him because he gave you the blueprint and showed you what you could be, what you could become. And you're more than a head coach. Deion did something that very few coaches are able to do. He leveraged his relationships.
He did.
He leveraged his relationship with American Airlines, so when they had to travel great distances, they flew American Airlines. He had a great relationship with Michael Strahan, so he says, hey, Stray, can you do me the solid? Hook the boys up with jackets and slacks, so we don't look like an all-tournament team when we're on the road. Some guys got on sweaters, some guys got on shirt and ties, some guys got on hoodies, some guys got on Jackson State paraphernalia.
Yep.
He did that.
Because when you show people you care, now they care what you know, and they want to be a part of who you are, right? Now think about this. Colorado's a program, like I said, they were 1-8 in conference. They were 1-11 in 2022. That's not good. That's not good. I don't want to call them trash, but it's just not good at all. You know what I'm saying? Because those are people's kids. I'm not going to call people's kids trash. That would be crazy. But the last years that they really had successful programs is when Bill McCartney and Rick Neuheisel was there. They had 3 years of success, 94 through 96. You know, the last year, the Big 8, and then those couple of years in the Big 12, right? They generated $39 million in that program. Prime is already on pace to get that and double that, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, with the age of the NIL, it's here for the making. You forget Boulder, Colorado is a tourist location. And Boulder, Colorado being a tourist location, there's money there to actually bring people into. And like he said during the press conference, you know, I'll let you hear Prime say it himself.
Followers, we're going to give them attention. We're going to give them the love. We're going to give them the support. And we need each and every one of you. Because the caliber of players that we're getting ready to bring to you, they're gonna want something. But guess what? I'm gonna want something back. I'm not crazy about the NILs, but I understand the NILs. But I would rather our kids be focused on the NFL and not just the NIL. But if we have to do what we have to do to make sure they're comfortable, I want them to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's not about the NIL, it's about the NFL, but people are gonna come here and they're gonna come wanting, right? You know, definitely, I'm gonna tell you something like this. Prime is one of one, right? He's a one of one, and who wouldn't want to play for him? You got kids that are hitting the transfer portal already, saying, "Hey, you got room for me?" You know what I'm saying? You can see these tweets. Look at all of these tweets from these kids who are saying, "Hey, you know, coach, I want to come." You know, you have people like Justin Lowe, the Oregon linebacker. You got Oklahoma's linebacker. You definitely got Texas A&M running back L.J. Johnson, who wants to come play. Who wouldn't want to come play for Coach Prime?
He walked in the room. He said, "What's up, big fella? You gonna help me turn this place around into a national championship contender?" And I was like,
"Yes,
you're damn right, Prime." I was like, "Bro, what do you need a door knocked down? You need somebody taken care of? Tell me where you need me to dig the hole, bro." And the places that just graduated and want to transfer, nose tackles, offensive linemen, like it's nuts. And that's good. That's the way this is supposed to be.
Well, it's the ability to.
The last thing that we need to look at is Prime as a father. And you as a father, me as a father, who wouldn't want, like I told you, he fathers the kids that come into his program. Who would not want their children to have the opportunities, right? The opportunities that they should have to be successful. And as a father, when you watched him tour the facility with his son, and you look at his son, watching his son in wonder, looking, you know, walking the studio, walking the stadium grass. You know, you see his son walking the weight room and seeing all the trophies and seeing everything there and the facilities and all of the amenities that Colorado has and the things that he will now have access to. As a father, he did the right thing for his children. His daughter, his sons will both get to benefit from it. And then his older son, who's been making the videos and who's been bringing the social media content, who is just going bananas now, who played at SMU, now who has an opportunity to be the head videographer in that program, and that's going to help build his career. Come on, you guys. Come on, man. You can't be that way. You can't be that selfish. This man ain't about his four no more. But what he did was benefited his four. And I'm not mad at him for that. You shouldn't be mad at him for that. None of us should be mad at him for that. Remember in the very beginning, I said he put his money where his mouth is. I just want to say it this way. It's not about what you talk. It's about your fruit. And Deion Sanders' fruit speaks for itself.
The thing that alarms me the most is just because I'm leaving Jackson, they think that I'm leaving African American. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm black. I can never leave who I am and what I am and how I go about being that. So it is still my task to look in that locker room and see 65 to 70% of African American men trying to help them get to the next level, as well as all the others. My calling is for young men, young women, and people of all walks of life, all social climates, and all ethnicities. That's my calling. My calling is not built on a location. It's built on a destination. Now that was good. You're supposed to clap for that.
This is Ahmad of the KnoItAllZ. I'm out of here. Peace.